Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Wait till you see the color of this car outside in the sunlight. Azure Turquoise has a lot of metallic in it, so it looks really, really good. Throw in the white stripes, okay? Then add the white Houndstooth interior, and I'll show you what the difference between a white Houndstooth interior is and a black Houndstooth interior, in case you didn't know. A lot of people don't know. You may know, but a lot of people don't, so I'm going to share that with them as well. We'll look at the wheel and tire selection, we'll look at the big brakes that are on the car, then we'll look at the drivetrain too, because if you're trying to build a custom car and do all of these things to it, it's going to be significantly more than the car that we're looking at today, and that's how you buy a car. Let someone else restore it, okay? Let them drive it for a little bit. They put low miles. This is only showing around 1,500 miles on the odometer, right? Let them drive it for a little bit to the shows, and they're going to sell it for a little bit less than they restored it for. And this is where you come in and you get your great car and you don't have to wait 2 years to drive it. All right, so come on up here, let's look at some cool, great paint and look at the quality of this paint as well, because this is important. You need to be able to read all those letters in there, and not just read them, they need to be crisp. The crisper the letter, the better the paint is. This has had the stripes clear coated over, so you can't really feel them through the paint. That way you can wash and wax the car as much as you want. It's not going to bother it. All right, RS front end with the hideaway headlights. This has a front spoiler that has not been attached to the car yet. We'll make sure that it gets on the car. All right. Sometimes we get these cars and we're not finished doing the updates on it because we have the rear spoiler there, and that completes the whole package. So you got to do chrome and stainless around. And if we come over here and we look at some of this, all right, the slash, we ordered these custom slashes for these custom emblems we put on. That has come in as well, and that's going to look great on there too. All right, but check out the size of the brakes in here. And the reason why these wheels are so big is not because just for the looks. All right, they're there because the brakes are so big, and you can see that they fit just inside the wheel. Billet Specialties polished wheels all the way around. Nitto Extreme tires. All right, and as you walk down the side of the car, you can see how great things like that and how the bottom of the door fits on this Camaro. So we have the moldings that are coming in for the bottom as well, all right, which are not on there yet. We just wet sanded and buffed the car after we did the stripes, and so we're just cleaning up. It happened to be here ready for the pictures. They're going to paint this last caliper red, all right, and we'll get that done as well. All right, so keep on walking around. Look how great this interior looks in the back. We ordered this package shelf. This has a really nice sound system in it. It had the stereo speakers on top. I ordered this special package shelf here so that you could see that the speakers are mounted underneath. And that way they're not sitting on top of the shelf and it looks a little bit more polished. We put all new headliner in and stuff like that, new weather strips and gaskets. All right. As we walk around here, you can see that's what the molding will look like once it's on the car. All right. And again, just great sounding stuff like that. All right, so that's the outside of the car, and it is fabulous. All right, and now let's take a peek under the hood. All right, so let's say that you wanted to build yourself a hot rod. You wanted to build yourself an all aluminum fuel injected V8. Your engine builder would probably say, you know what, I can probably build that custom block, heads, fuel injection system, all that good stuff, maybe $15,000. All right. Then, oh, I'd like an overdrive automatic transmission. I don't want the 3-speed automatic transmission that came in the car back in the day. I want the overdrive so I can go to car shows, I can drive to the beach, right? I can take another couple out to dinner, we can drive for hours if we want to, we go to a Weiner, we can go to a cruising, we can do whatever we want to go do. Oh yeah, I can do that too, another $4,500. Okay, so we're now around $20,000. Instead of going through all that, we pluck these drivetrains out of a modern Camaro. It gives you all of the good stuff, or a modern GM product, whether it's a Corvette or Camaro, and this is the LS series of the V8s. Aluminum block, aluminum heads, 400 real deal horsepower. But to make sure that you can drive that car, here is an oversized radiator with dual electric fans, what we call kind of a radiator module, where this is built into it so that you can idle in traffic all day long and not worry about overheating. Walk around here, we saw the big brake system from outside. Here we have fully adjustable front and rear proportioning. You say, well, why would I really need to know about that? Well, let's just say you had carrying more people and you wanted more rear brake pressure or more brakes. Let's say it locked up and you didn't like the way it handled. You dial this, just click it either way, increase or decrease the amount of brake pressure you want front to rear. Super easy to do. The dial's pretty self-explanatory. It says increase, decrease, all right? So to add to all of the big brakes and the great drivetrain exotic, you need a suspension as well. This has the tubular control arms, all right, made by Detroit Speed Engineering, and they're great pieces. You can see they even have Zerk fittings here so that you can lubricate them along the way, nylon bushing, stuff like that, all right. And Optima Battery is the most expensive battery you can buy. The reason I keep pointing out this stuff is because this has a lot of high quality, expensive bits on it and makes for a very different car than just a regular cobbled together something in someone's backyard. All right, so let's peek in the trunk, because what we're going to look at is just the vinyl mat that we normally would see in there. Empty cavern, who cares, right? But, oh, whoa, how did that get in there? Kicker amps, subwoofers, nice head unit up front to power all this. These are the little things that make for a great car. Once we get inside, you're going to go, wow, that's really cool inside too. But I just wanted you to see how really nicely finished this is. All of this is completed around here. It's not like somebody just threw in a subwoofer in the trunk and closed it and called it a day. All right, so come on in here. All right. Okay, so this dash right here is all custom steel. Typically, the Detroit Speed sells these. They remove all of the factory original style gauges and allow you to have this great setup right here. Look at the size of, they're easy to see, 10,000 RPM Tach. 200 mile an hour speedometer in case you needed to go 200 miles an hour. All right, so this is white houndstooth interior, and people say, well, okay, great. Well, they don't really know what's white and what's black because houndstooth itself is white and black. The difference between white houndstooth and black houndstooth is this part right here. Black houndstooth interior, this would all be black. The door panels would be black and things like that. Here it's white. We put in new foams, new seat covers, because this had an all black interior, and I just felt like the white interior looked really, really nice. I don't know if you can see it back here. It's just beautiful. The whole seat's redone, new carpets, stuff like that. All right, and then you have your upgraded sound system. We talked about that. 3-spoke billet wheel, billet pedals down here, white kick panels, and as we're finishing up the car, we're kind of just doing the last bit of our stuff and getting ready for you, okay? So this right here, this is really nice. This was a lot of money and a lot of time. We put in the low car shifter here. This is a digital LED readout as you put it in gear. You can see, that's kind of nice. Nice little touch. Little stuff like that makes for a much nicer car than another. This also has OBD2, electronics and diagnostics on it, and you would plug in right here. You can plug in a little scanner if you want. There's a red light showing us that the car is not running, which is good. And when it's running, that light goes out. And you can also test and see what kind of fuel economy, how the engine's running, whether it's lean or it's rich. You can even make adjustments to it as well if you wanted to. All right, so we run down this long list of things. Great, exceptional paint on the car. The stripes being clear coated on here, the white houndstooth interior, the billet wheel specialty set, not the billet wheel specialty, billet specialties set up for the rims all the way around to house those big bear brakes that are in there. Great drivetrain with the Overdrive automatic, so you can go for long distances, take some other people out there. Killer sound system in the car. It's just an awesome, awesome car. We'll finalize the last couple of details on it and get it somehow in your garage. Call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about it. How about I start it up for you so you can hear what compression and performance really sounds like.